everyone, this is Ahmed Bassam from Tech, and we have a guest. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, my name is Tolly Maqres. I'm the co-founder of Exports, a blockchain-based mobile application which allows every sports federation, sport club, sport organizer to create digital collectible cards, trading cards for athletes.
Can you tell us about the idea behind this application, Export, and what is your background in general?
Yeah. So my background is in sports. I've been a Muay Thai kickboxing promoter for the last 15 years.
Okay.
I have done over 52 events around the world, more than 200 events in Thailand. I'm also working with several international federations, with the Jiu-Jitsu Federation, Muay Thai Federation. So my background has been sports for the last 15 years. And how I got into the idea of Exports is I wanted to tap into new revenue streams using blockchain technology and creating a product that will bring new revenue streams not only for the federation but also for the organizer and for the athletes.
Nice, very nice. How it works to be exactly, and how it connected to blockchain?
Okay, so that's a very good question. How it works is very simple. So as I've mentioned before, we have these collectible cards. The first thing is we're going to digitalize them. So we're creating one unified platform which now allows you from every sport to launch digital collectible cards on the mobile phone app, right?
Okay.
And the reason why we're using blockchain technology is because with blockchain technology now we can guarantee the authenticity and scarcity.
Okay.
So for every athlete we are creating 1,000 unique digital collectibles on blockchain, right? There will never be more, there will never be less. Exactly. And you as a user right now, if you are buying a collectible card, you will know that you have an authentic piece.
Okay.
You will be able to buy it on Exports, you will be able to hold it on Exports, and you will be able to trade it and also sell it later. Okay. So that's creating an ecosystem where you can also now trade a Muay Thai card against a soccer card. Okay. Or a soccer card against a horse card in the future, right? Okay. And what also makes it very interesting and very unique is you are not only a collector, you're not only buying now a card of an athlete and you collect it because you are a fan. You are actually also now a shareholder in future revenues of the athlete.
Like investment, it's future investment.
Exactly.
Yes.
You are an investor right now because what we're doing is we're working with several organizers and brands, and we are redistributing future earnings of the athletes, you know, to the fans through the collectibles.
Great.
Which means you are able to buy now a collectible card of me. I'm participating in an event, I'm winning prize money, and now the organizer is redistributing a portion of my prize money to the fans, including you. And now what can you do with that earnings? You can now redeem these earnings into services provided again with the athletes. So it's creating an ecosystem, right, that benefits the athletes, the organizers, and the users. And it builds a fan engagement platform. Exactly.
Yes.
It becomes more fun because for the last 50 years, you know, we collected these cards for fun, put it in our album, and there is no way for us to trade it unless you put it on eBay or on Amazon. But now you can just click, buy, trade with your friends, earn money, and then redeem that one for services provided with the athlete to strengthen the fan engagement, because this is something that everyone in sport needs, fan engagement.
So what you bring you in Jytex 2020, and what do you expect from benefits from Jytex?
Perfect question. Yeah, I'm in Jytex because now I'm also based in Dubai. So I'm not only here in the UAE and in Dubai because of Jytex. I moved here already earlier last year. So first reason why I moved here was because of the friendly ecosystem for startups. The second reason why I moved here is because there's a lot of sporting events happening in that region, including my own events and including my partner events that we have been working for the last 5-6 years. And despite COVID, UAE is one of the only countries who has managed the crisis very well and is still promoting sporting events. And as I've mentioned before, trading the cards and owning the cards is going to be again related with sporting events, and we have big faith and big confidence now in the UAE that despite any crisis, this country will be able to continue doing sporting events. So that's the second reason. And the third reason is because, again, the UAE is very advanced when it comes to regulation. We have started our app with collectible cards for athletes, but obviously going forward we want to be able to issue tokens that represent fractional ownership in sport brands.
Okay.
So these security token offerings are already now being regulated in the UAE.
Okay.
And that's why we have also moved our company here. So it was not only Jytex that brought us to the UAE, but the entire infrastructure, ecosystem and vision, and confidence in the country that brought us to the UAE. And now obviously Jytex is the perfect platform to connect with key players in the region. And that's why we're part of Jytex, because we are already part of the UAE ecosystem, and through Jytex we are hoping right now to be able to make more strategic partners in the region.
What is your vision for your company, eXport, for the next year, 2021?
For the next year, as I've mentioned before, we already launched our beta version with over 10,000 active users by working with the International Federation of Jiu-Jitsu in Abu Dhabi. The vision for next year, until next year, is going to reach at least 500,000 users and also onboard more sports. We already partnered up with one of the leading esports operators in the entire Middle East, but we also want to work with more local sports, right? Local sports that are very well known here in the region, but nobody knows about outside the UAE or the Gulf. And one of it is, for example, camel racing. We want to be working with partners from camel racing to be able to issue collectible cards of camels that people around the world now are able to buy and win big rewards, which will also help us now to help certain sports from the region and export them globally and make them more accessible to fans around the world. So yeah, the goal of 500,000 users by next year and more regional sports that we can onboard to take them global.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Thank you for your time, Mr. Tolly, and I wish you a great good luck.
Thank you very much.